So you're thinking about giving fasting a try. It's a fantastic tool for your health, for sure. But right off the bat, you hit a big fork in the road. Do you go all in at a special retreat for a total reset, or do you try to tackle it at home on your own terms? We're going to break down both of these paths to help you figure out what really works for you.
You've probably heard all the buzz, right? The potential for weight loss, the mental clarity, and you're thinking, okay, I'm in. But then comes the hard part. Where do you even begin? That whole retreat versus at-home thing can feel, well, a little overwhelming. Don't worry, we're going to make this really simple.
All right, so let's get right into it. When you boil it down, this whole decision is really about two completely different ways of thinking. One is about hitting the pause button on your everyday life to really truly focus on your health. The other? Well, that's about weaving a new, healthy habit right into the life you're already living. Let's take a closer look at what each of these actually means.
Okay, first up, the fasting retreat. Just imagine it for a second. You're completely away from your normal routine, in this peaceful, dedicated place. And you're not alone. You've got experts all around you, nutritionists, coaches, people who really know their stuff, guiding you through the whole process. Everything, and I mean everything, is set up to help you succeed with your fast. The whole point here is to get a really intense, powerful reset for your body and to do it quickly.
Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got at-home intermittent fasting, what a lot of people just call IF. This approach is totally different. It's not about escaping your life, it's about changing the rhythm of your life. You get to be the boss. You pick an eating window that actually fits your schedule, like maybe you decide to eat only from noon to 8 at night. It's all on you, which makes it super flexible and something you can actually stick with for the long haul.
So there you have it. Two really different ways to go about this. You could say one is like a sprint and the other is a marathon. And just like in running, the best choice for you depends on your goals. So to help you figure that out, we're going to put them head to head. We'll look at the big stuff, the kind of support you get, the environment you're in, and maybe most importantly, which one you can actually stick with. Let's start with guidance, the support system. At a retreat, it's pretty incredible. You're basically never on your own. There's always a pro right there to answer questions, which makes you feel really safe, especially if you're just starting out. But when you're doing it at home, well, you're the one in charge. You have to do the reading. You have to really tune in and listen to your body, and you manage it all. It takes a whole lot of self-discipline, that's for sure.
All right, next up, let's talk about the environment. This is a huge one. A retreat it's like a bubble. It physically takes you away from all those everyday temptations. The pantry calling your name, the donuts someone brought into the office, all of that is gone. It's basically an environment designed to make you win. At home, though, you're in the real world. You have to face those temptations head-on every single day. It's tougher, no doubt, but it also teaches you how to handle real life, which is a pretty valuable skill.
And that leads us perfectly into the next point, flexibility. Look, a retreat is a big deal. It's a serious commitment. You've got to book time off work, arrange things with your family, and you might even have to travel. It's a major disruption to your life. Intermittent fasting, though, it's the complete opposite. It's all about flexibility. You can shift your eating window around if you have a big work dinner or a birthday party. It works with your life instead of making your life work around it.
Okay, so we've talked about what it's like to do each one. But what about the payoff? What kind of results can you actually expect? This is where you see a massive difference between the two approaches. One is all about getting big results right now. The other is playing the long game, building slow, steady change that lasts. Let's see what that looks like in practice.
So here's the bottom line. With the retreat, the results are fast. You can see some pretty big changes in weight and how your gut feels in just a few days. The catch, and it's a big one, is making it last. It's so easy to slip back into old habits when you get home. Now, with at-home IF, things are much more gradual. It might take weeks, even months to see the same kind of progress. But, and this is the key, because you're learning to do it in your actual life, it's so much easier to stick with for good.
Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. We have to talk about the cost, because let's be honest, for a lot of us, this is the make or break factor. And the difference in price between these two options is, well, it's huge. So let's pull back the curtain and talk about the financial side of things.
And yeah, the difference is pretty black and white. A fasting retreat is a luxury experience. You're paying for the whole package, the nice place to stay, the custom programs, the one-on-one time with experts, and that comes with a serious price tag. But intermittent fasting at home, it's basically free. You don't have to buy anything special. In fact, you might even find you're saving a little money on groceries.
So just to give you a ballpark figure, a single week at a fasting retreat can easily cost you thousands of dollars. We're talking about a serious financial commitment, kind of like a big vacation. Now, for some people, that's absolutely worth it for the kind of focused jumpstart they get. But for most of us, that's just not realistic. And that's exactly why at-home IF is so popular. Pretty much anyone can afford to try it.
This really sums it all up perfectly. It's not about one being good and the other being bad. It's all about what you're trying to achieve. Do you need a big, powerful reset to get you back on track? A retreat is an amazing way to do that. But if you're looking for a change you can actually live with, day in and day out for years to come, then at-home IF is probably the way to go.
So, whichever way you're leaning, whether it's the retreat or doing it yourself, there's one thing that is absolutely non-negotiable: safety. Fasting is a really powerful tool, but you've got to do it the right way for it to be good for you. So let's quickly run through a few key tips to make sure you stay healthy and get the most out of it. If you do end up going to a retreat, the good news is that they've usually got safety covered. Your job is pretty simple. Just follow their instructions. The big one is always hydration, so drink tons of water and listen to what the staff tells you. That's what you're paying them for. And please, if anything feels weird or you're not feeling great, speak up right away. Don't try to tough it out, just let them know.
Now, if you're doing this at home, you're the one in the driver's seat when it comes to safety. The #1 rule is to just start slow. Seriously. Don't try to be a superstar and do a 24-hour fast your first day. Just start with something easy, like a 12 or 14-hour window. Then, when it is time to eat, focus on really good, nutritious food. And here's a good tip: let your family or a close friend know what you're doing. Having someone in your corner can make a huge difference.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground, so now it all comes down to you. To help you decide, just run through this little checklist in your head. First, what's your real goal here? A quick, hard reset or a new lifestyle? How much are you willing to spend? Can you realistically take a week off from your life? And be really honest with yourself on this last one. Do you need other people to keep you on track, or are you good at managing things on your own? The answers to these questions will make the right choice pretty clear.
Because at the end of the day, the best way to fast is simply the one that you'll actually stick with safely. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here. It's all about finding the right answer for you. So take a minute, think about your goals, your money, your schedule, and what kind of person you are. If you do that, you'll find the path that's not just going to work for you right now, but for a long, healthy time to come.